All right, Appointment 99 Slover here. We're about to put this tonneau cover on the truck, on this Gen 1 Raptor. Let's get it on here. All right, well, if you need instructions, they're online right there. All right, the rails are on and sitting nice and flush and clean. Some notes on installation. See how angled it is? Down on the bed rail here. I'll let you know what I like about the install, don't like about the install. I'm gonna try and be honest about it. I will say, Real Truck did send me this, so shout out to them for that, but I'm gonna be honest with my review. If I don't like something, I'll let you know. If there's something that we didn't do right, that you should do right, I'll let you know about that too. They've been easy to work with, make really quality stuff from what I can tell. I looked at tons of different covers. As you know, you can't just go buying something, you gotta check everything out, make sure you're getting the right one the first time, especially when it comes to a high dollar unit like this. And I think we did that. So we're gonna make sure that we install it right and so that it lasts, because this baby's gonna be with me forever. So let's go. All right, just opened the box here. This is supposedly the new and improved packaging. So let's see how improved it is. It's pretty nice so far. Got some rails. Those are probably going on first, I'd imagine. There it is. That's a nice touch. Ah, there's a handle. All right. This thing looks nice. Nothing, wow. Very simple unit so far. All right, well, it's time to wipe it down. That was stupid, but I had to. Okay, so Zach's got some notes on installation. See how angled it is here? What were you saying, Zach?
So there's actually a channel that this is gonna seat into. So if you see that it's not properly in there, you're gonna grab this.
Yep. If it's angled, it's wrong, basically.
So
let's see if I can get up here.
Get a little bit of play, and you'll just wiggle it in to the channel.
Boom.
And the very bottom of the very bottom of that little clamp is actually gonna sit inside of that drip rail looking situation there. So it clips in all the way. You'll see it meet at the top and then sit on the shelf of the rail there. And then it'll be straight up and down.
Cool, yeah, see, look at the angle now versus where it was, way better. And then it also helps it sink down on the bed rail here instead of having to shove it like we were. But something we wanna tell you about for a cleaner install that we found is there's two little notches in these brackets, and you want to put it on the lower one, at least on this bed style, for like a more square, more flush, I guess you could say, like square up and down fitment. If you put it on the upper notch, on this upper notch here, instead of the lower notch, it kicks out this way a little bit, which doesn't look as clean. Another note that's good to point out is I was just installing these drip lines here, and there's a foam block that sits in here. You got to take the foam block off when you're installing the rail, otherwise it won't get all the way to the bedside. So we took the foam block out, put the drip line on, and then hit it with a rubber mallet to slide it all the way forward. Now it's flush with the end of the bed here, and that all went nice. So our plan for this is just to try and get this nice and clean and flush and routed, and then drill a little hole and poke it out there. All right, the rails are on and sitting nice and flush and clean, and we're ready to install the front strip there. Everything's really quality so far. We're liking the install process. It's easy, and it seems like BAKFlip thought of everything so far. So. All right, Zach's getting these installed. All right, it's time to take this over to the bed. Shout out to Real Truck for having an install video that we're watching while we're installing. So it's install videoception as well as cameraception. All right, let's throw this cover on. through the magic of YouTube, it's only gonna take you a couple minutes to watch this. It didn't take us much longer than the video is gonna look like. It was really simple, wasn't it, Zach?
Yeah, pretty straightforward.
Yeah, I mean, this thing is real quality. I don't know what the weight rating is, but you can tell you can put something of substance on top of this. I'm sure there's a weight rating online, I just haven't looked it up. Man, as far as installation ease, 5 out of 5. It is super easy to install. The quality of the parts, 5 out of 5. Or super quality. The seals look like they're gonna last a long time. The metal, the coating on the metal, everything looks like it's gonna last a long time. They actually sent replacement corners just in case you break them off, because I'm sure that could happen, which is a really nice touch. Everything installs exactly the way that it's supposed to. You didn't have to modify anything. You know, sometimes you buy stuff, especially when you buy the cheaper product, and you might have to modify this or that to get it to install right. Not at all on this. This thing installed exactly how it's supposed to. The instructions were clear. The QR code installation instructions were super straightforward. The only thing that I'm gonna do, because well, actually there's two things that I did because I'm OCD, like I was saying, is you know, smoothing out these transitions here with the heat gun, which took 3 minutes to do the whole truck. And then the drain lines that are up in the corners, just gonna upgrade to a higher quality rubber hose, which completely unnecessary, but that's who we are. We just do stuff over the top. Definitely don't need to, but we're going to just because that's how we roll. I mean, they say you buy the right product once and you're happy with it for the entire life of the product. Buy once, cry once. You know, $1,000-ish for this unit sounds like a lot of money, but I can tell that this is going to last me a long time, and $1,000 for this quality of product to be able to keep stuff dry and safe and look clean out of the elements, all of that, totally worth it. So thank you again to Real Truck, BAKFlip, the MX4 Gen 3, man. Highly recommend, and it probably fits on your truck, so go check the website and get one for you.
Well, wait a minute. What if we gotta take it off?
Oh, I guess you might.
Do we have to undo everything we did?
Yeah, it's not that hard though. The beauty is there's two knobs on the inside that you unscrew. The installation knobs, they're just right under here, which was the last step. The last step, you just unscrew those. Let me show you. Flip it up. Flip it up, and you flip it up, and then you unscrew here, and you unscrew there, and it comes off. So if you're on the side of the road, and you need to access something way far up here, or whatever case may be, easy to take off. If you need to put a whole bed in here, a mattress, whatever, super easy to take off. If you need to drive with this thing up, I forgot to mention this also, these go in here on both sides to keep it from flying back going down the highway. They thought of everything. I mean, they got the bumpers that we installed right here, so to protect your trim and your glass. Like, they really did think of everything, and everything's quality. So I don't know, you got anything else to say, man? I think it's a real quality product and definitely worth the money.
Yeah, it covers it.
Well, let's get you one for the Duramax.